There, so Cody, obviously there are a lot of options, but here's what we have right now. Now, again, you got to be mindful about playing inexpensive at the first few positions that you take into account. We've got Marcus Mariota, Tennessee Titans quarterback, Delaney Walker, the tight end to go with him, running backs Adrian Peterson and TJ Yeldon, wide receivers Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson's Sammy Watkins, and our flex is Shakardrick West, if I'm pronouncing that right, C West for KC. What are you liking? What are you not liking? Give me some substitutions you'd make for that roster.
I like the Mike Evans pick. I think for $100 less, Fitzgerald probably has a better chance of scoring a lot of points this week. Carson really leans on him. They're playing a really bad San Francisco team. Now, the flip side of that is San Francisco's been bad all around, so it could be that trio of running backs in Arizona that end up getting the yards there. So I'm okay with Mike Evans when it comes down to it. Some guys that I think we could move off of is maybe we have Yeldon. So Peterson's the big ticket price. I think you could probably find some cheaper options there, but Atlanta's kind of been paper tiger-ish, and they've really gotten played poorly recently. So even at home, so you can't argue with that really. I like the lineup. I think it's something that looks like a pretty good one. Now, if I were playing a tournament lineup, I'd probably be a little bit different. But for standard 50-50 games, I think that's a pretty good lineup that's going to get you enough floor that you will cash out.
Where would you change up the magic when it comes to a tournament game?
So in a tournament game,
again, Mariota, Peterson, Yeldon, Evans, Jackson, Watkins, Delaney Walker, C West, and the Bengals.
Okay, so for a tournament lineup, I would probably actually go super cheap. I would take out Adrian Peterson. I think I like LeGarrette Blount there. I think with all the injuries to New England, if they're able to just kind of cook some clock in the second half, they're going to. And I know the Brock Lobster has been good for 1 week, but I'm not sure the Brock Lobster is going to climb up to New England and act like he's going to dominate in that area. So, they know crab cakes in football in Baltimore, but I don't know if the Brock Lobster is going to survive in a hostile environment of New England. So I think I like Blount.
What does that mean, Brock Lobster? What is that? Brock Osweiler?
Yeah, he's the Brock Lobster.
So then, should we play New England's defense? We've got 3,200 in remaining salary right now.
Yeah, I think New England's defense is a good play this week. I also like the cheap option of the Browns with all the injuries to the Baltimore Ravens team. I think the Browns could quietly have a decent game on defense because you're going to get Matt Schaub. He's a pick six machine, and their running back is also hurt. So Buck Allen is shown to be good in spurts this year, but when the defense is going to be like you're the only option, I mean, I can't imagine him having a great game. So actually like the Browns is a super cheap option. My tournament lineup is loaded with big receivers. I'll just run down my tournament lineup to you. Mariota, LeGarrette Blount, TJ Yeldon, Odell Beckham Jr. against Washington. Even though they're at home, their defense, their secondary is weak. Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, Crockett Gilmore. Once again, the only option left in Baltimore is Crockett Gilmore and Buck Allen. So super cheap at $3,700. Cecil Shorts, I'm going to double dip against New Orleans and take a backup kind of second or third string receiver there that might get some points. I mean, last time New Orleans played, everybody on the team scored against them. And then go the Browns defense at super cheap $2,000. So that's going to be my clackety-clack roll the dice gambling defense for a tournament play.
Cody Toomey is SugarBookie.com's senior fantasy analyst. He's just bequeathed you with his knowledge when it comes to a Thanksgiving roster as well as an overall Week 12 roster. Now, obviously, we want you to take a look at the discourse that he and I have just had and make your own assumptions, friends. You are infinitely smarter than we'll ever be. Well, maybe not all of you, but most of you. That being said, it's important to listen to what we have to say and then make your own variations. DFS is a game where you better monetize every single guy on the roster. Otherwise, you're leaving money on the table. Sportsbooks, fantasy, office pools, however you monetize NFL football, we've got you covered. My name is Anthony Carabassi. Cody Toomey joined me. He is a fantasy expert for SugarBookie.com as well as a contributor for SB Nation and Cincy Jungle. Cody, thanks for joining us, my man.
No problem, Anthony. Have a good one, and everyone be thankful on Thanksgiving and thank those you are close to and love.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, Cody, as well as let me just say a quick thanks to our listeners. It's always good to have you on board. We wish you the best luck with monetizing this Sunday's NFL football slate. I'm Anthony Carabassi. Good luck at the window this week, NFL 12, my friends. And thanks for stopping by. All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
All right.
Good stuff.
And let me do something real quick for you. I'll just do it. Well, and you can just cut it in if you want, or if not, I'll just run down like, here's my Toomey takedown, some quick people that I like, and some little reasons why. And it'll be like a 1 minute thing you can chop in.
Before we finish off the segment for this week, let's do Toomey's takedown. Cody, aside from the guys that we just locked in for our official fantasy lineups, give me some other thinking. What else are you thinking? Who did we leave on the board? Give me the rundown.
So for FanDuel, I like the TJ Yates, Brian Hoyer combo. One of those guys, whoever plays against New Orleans. Matt Stafford's got good money. Eli Manning's pretty affordable. Carson Palmer's red hot if you think they're going to score.
I heard Carson Palmer's. Nope. Time.
Even though they're against Pittsburgh?
Time. I heard Carson Palmer's pretty hot, and then you faded out whenever you're ready. Carson Palmer's pretty hot. To you, Cody.
Carson Palmer's red hot right now, so he's a good play if you think they're going to throw against San Francisco and not run the ball. TJ Yeldon, Doug Martin, Thomas Rawls, if Marshawn Lynch doesn't play, even though they're against Pittsburgh, he's going to get a lot of touches, and he looked really good last week. Eddie Lacy's a sleeper. At the receivers position, James Jones is now back into Aaron Rodgers' good graces, so he's a value play aside from the big-name players we mentioned to you. Martellus Bennett is a good play on Thursday. Defenses I like in FanDuel.
Defenses I like in time.
4,500.
Time. Defenses, you got everything until defenses I like in blank. Whenever you're ready, in 3, 2.
Defenses I like, New York Jets at 4,500. Got a good matchup there. Minnesota Vikings at 4,400. Also, I think they're a good play. And you can't go wrong with Nick Novak at 4,500 going against that terrible New Orleans defense. Over to DraftKings. Again, the Hoyer play, he's the minimum amount, 5,000. So if he plays, that's a good play. Eli, 6,500. Mariota, we discussed. Another guy, Buck Allen, could be the guy that ends up getting some yards against Cleveland if they fall apart. So that could be one. Or Chris Johnson against San Francisco in DraftKings formats. Again, James Jones, Hopkins, and Fitz are really good plays. And as far as tight ends go, Crockett Gilmore's a really good value in DraftKings, which we had mentioned in our lineup. But again, Martellus Bennett, and could Antonio Gates bounce back from his stinker at 4,700? Pretty good value there. Defenses on the DraftKings side are New York Jets again and the Cleveland Browns. So there's the Toomey takedown. So take that to the window.
Cody Toomey is SugarBookie.com's senior fantasy analyst. He has just given us his knowledge as far as the Week 12 fantasy lineup goes, both from a Thanksgiving perspective as well as an overall week perspective. Cody, thanks so much for joining us, my brother. Cody, thanks so much for joining us, my man.
No problem, Anthony, and happy Thanksgiving to you, and thank everyone that's close to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, my friend. Fantasy, sports books, office pools, however you, my friend, monetize NFL football, we've always got you covered. I'm Anthony Carabassi for SugarBookie.com. This has been the Week 12 Fantasy Analyst Perspective. We appreciate you stopping by, and as always, good luck at the window this weekend, my friends. I'm going to take that one more time. Cody Toomey is SugarBookie.com's senior fantasy analyst. He's also a contributing author for SB Nation as well as Cincy Jungle. Cody, thanks so much for joining us this week, my friend. However you monetize NFL football, sports books, fantasy, office pools, we've got you covered. Thank you so much for joining us for this Thanksgiving podcast. We appreciate you stopping by, and we wish you the best of luck. Good luck at the window this weekend. We appreciate you stopping by, and good luck at the window this weekend, my friends. We'll see you next week for NFL Week 13. Take it easy. We appreciate you stopping by this NFL weekend, my friends. That was Cody Toomey, SugarBookie. We appreciate you stopping by this weekend, my friends. That was SugarBookie.com senior fantasy analyst Cody Toomey. He is also a contributing author for SB Nation as well as Cincy Jungle. Cody, thanks so much for stopping by, my brother.
No problem, Anthony, and happy Thanksgiving to you, and be thankful of all those you love.
And as well as thankful for all of you and yours. Until next week, office pools, fantasy, sports books, however you monetize NFL football, you better believe we've got you covered. I'm Anthony Carabasi for SugarBookie.com. Good luck at the window this weekend, my brothers, and as always, thanks for stopping by. Okay, we're out.
All righty, man. I gotta do some work emails, so
Good.
sorry
Right.
the poopy computer screwed us up today, but we'll be good by next week.
Don't even think twice, my man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, take it easy. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Hey, Cody, you too, my man. Thanks so much.
All right, take
Appreciate
it
it.
easy. Yep.